What's going on, everyone? I am Sir Games here, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. I'm hoping that today the video will not freeze, but quite frankly, I don't have a way of telling if it does, but that's not. So we are going to assume it won't, and hope that it won't. And let's get to the video. Oh, so it's not even. Woo! Anyway, one of the things that got cut out was of the last thing was I got Hobo guy as a follower. I went to the Hobo camp, I finished up the stuff with Park, I did stuff with Marvin, and that was about it. Big tentacles have erupted from the floorboard. Interrupt their eruptors. Interrupt the eruptors. Guess to hit. Yeah, I got sleaze. Obi the Oboe. Hobo. No, not turd, you bastard. Also, I have no idea why my character is sick. Still is holding damage, but it appears to still be functioning. Great! Can't find it. Segas has a cracked bone and grubby tap. Look at that, somebody lost a ring drain. You lost a ring in the drain, and unfortunately your fingers are just long enough to grab it. Gain item friendship. And I also learned Hobo livers. This bathtub is filled with fluid you'd rather not consider it fish. Unclog the drain and the tub empties itself. Nauseating and durable. Got an item, glove of wet hair. The stove is remarkably clean on the outside. Check inside. Ah, yes, all the filth is on the inside. Makes sense, I guess. But it doesn't. Oh, as well, massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real peach. Milk the roaches. What? You heard me. Milk those bad boys. Alright, well, since you voluntarily took psychology, I guess you aren't particularly grossed out by bugs and roaches in particular. I, however, didn't and am, so you can write the narration for yourself. You got an item, sorted goose. Tentacles must have been in the mood for a snack. Give them an attack instead. Sliced them and diced them. 5 experience, you get 14 meat, and you get a tentacle skin hat. And plus 1 spooky armor to sure. Refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. Give them. Oh no, horrors just some very no horrors. Some very old food. An item nasty last. Surprisingly clean wardrobe. Check inside. Empty, but with a single hanger. You got a knife, wire, coat hanger. You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. Even the second story is infested with tentacles. Fight. Why am I already getting sleazed? Fight just started. This nightstand is mercifully tentacle-free. Check the drawer. Top drawer is filled with a dirty handkerchief split. But you find a jewel box and a key to the bottom one. You got an item jewelry case and found an item medical hospital. You dump out the jewelry box's contents, which are so exciting that you forgot to keep the box itself. You got an item pagan stone pendant. You got an item white highlight. Door is locked. Click. Leave the key in the lock for safety. Head down. Jesus, don't do it. I need to use this. Don't suppose they would be anywhere in here, would they? No, we're not doing this again. Get junk mail and a banner. Not sure how they're efficient in sync, but sure. Oh, they're putting junk in this thing. Okay. It makes sense, I guess. Would you like to leave this tentacle horror house behind? Yes. Yes, I would. Let's go to Plunkett Street and see if they sell cheeses. Looks like there's a number of folks out today. Are we in a hurry? I guess not. Why? Fools is all about in this case and dropped 2 feet in his head. Taking it's a crime shame to waste such an opportunity to sell me your head. Good idea. I'm down for a free earnings. Hey, now it took me years of practice to learn this one. It ain't free, savvy. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Sorry. No, no worries. Come on. Let's go put some swing in these cats. Pass the hat. While Obi belts out some tunes and the two of you split the tape. Continue on your way. Thin, nervous-looking man in a suit stops you. Excuse me, sir, do you fear for your safety in this dangerous city full of hoodlums and criminals? Well, I didn't until you said that. It's a good thing you met me. I have this solution right here. Oh, I see. Okay, what are you selling? Sets up a small case and opens displaying your selection. Tiniest pistol you've ever seen. Derringers. With one of these up your sleeve and your sock or whatever, you can take wherever you think you can hide it. Personal self-defense, right? Or concealed pistol sleep open state. What problem? Sure. I'm not. Well, for only 30 minutes. Sure, I'll buy one. Charlie, don't forget being able to make my payment from Mrs. Brewster. Who's Mrs. Brewster? She runs a boarding house traveling salesman. It's real scary and slave. In case you don't want Miss Brewster's home for traveling, maybe I'll check it out. I hope everything alright. Smooth as silk, my friend. Cool. Hey, looks like hobo code. Translate it. Meat says meat stash 4th Street to the left of church back. Get old one. 76 points. car who seems agitated by something. Hello there. Oh no, what am I going to do? I was going to ask if everything was okay, but probably not. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Our services are canceled at the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen. Does a tiny cathedral has catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer in the basement. Are there particularly important ashes? Oh my goodness, we wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former cars and community leaders and so on. They're all important in their own way. The bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for inspection somewhere. What? I'll look into it for you. Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind your step on the way down, please. These stairs are old and steep. Alright. I appear perpetually drunk. Fancy pedestal with nothing on it. Fancy pedestal with an old urn on it. Fancy pedestal with an old urn on it. Big crate full of identical empty barrel yards. Must be spares. It's a very old manhole cover. The last three visitors were Dunk Herferby visiting from Saskatoon, or Furby. Well, that seems like a dead end, and they sure have weird names up in Canada. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Huh. This is the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about the next time you see him. Captain Augustus, Church 23, Kerwin Ave. One might be worth following up. Inside the book. You send your name and address after all the others. Let's go visit Charles. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders carrying, you know those things? Those marching band things? Xylophones? They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings they have metal xylophone on it. It's called a xylophone. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those. They interrupted. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You are intruding onto the territory of the Glocklins. Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins. We both. We are the toughest of all street gangs in Ocean City. What think you about that? About it. Sure, I guess it looked pretty tough. It's true. We can do it. Your xylophones are pretty cool too. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh, glockens. I get it now. I am so outraged over you. I think we shall do a mugging. So, we shall a mugging do. Trickle. Mugging, eh? Alright, give me your wallet. What? I thought it would be vice versa. You give us your wallet. Valid. My wallet? Why would I give you my wallet when you're the ones who are insulted me? That makes a lot of sense. Very good, here's my wallet. And I have Ein Glocken. Great, have fun mugging all around. Well done. Shake hands and the goblins stroll away happily, playing sprightly, jingling music on their glocken sticks. Hey, good to see you, Doc. We've had quite a morning already. See that bookshelf over there? I just bought it. It's a real rare find, sir. It came from a 17th century cargo ship from Luxembourg. Wow, that's quite provident for a bookshelf. Yeah, it was the ship's wheel. Captain brought the Musklower out of dock. Couldn't steer, drove it into starboard. Well, whole thing sink. Anyway, anything I can help you with? I saw your name at the visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure, I do a little whittling to pass the time now and then again. Sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at the gargoyle. Here, have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses a little wood gargoyle on the floor. You got an edible gargoyle attack. Charm. Oh, neat, thanks. See you around, Charles. +1 stroke. So I guess we're going to Dutch's house. Dutch. Alley just off the street you're following, you see a bunch of worms burrowing around in a pile of garbage. Instead of being repulsed by this like a normal person would be, you're excited because you recognize the worms. That is Analytic Gordicus, the Western Jungle filthworm. Think back on your lab training. You pretty sure you remember how to get them to extrude some nasty and valuable gold. Help those words. Sweet, sweet nectar. You get an item, the fusty wink grows. Rock has a date painted on it. 11/10/82. Jot it down. Yeah. Wasn't. I'm selling those fine leather jackets. Don't want you, love it up. I'm from the new municipal census bureau. There's nobody here but me and these 4 oranges. Orange? 5 oranges. Go away. The milkman got your milk. I ain't drink that fat water, get lost. Congratulations, you got a sweepstakes. Bad chance, you never won nothing. Getting into no sweepstakes, no, okay, I'll come in. Hey there, friend. I look like someone. While meandering the streets of Ocean City, you encounter a man carrying a medium-sized pair of luggage. Not brief, enough to be called a briefcase, but unsuitable as a suitcase for one of the 2 suits. Hi there, friend. You look like someone who appreciates a fine pair of pants. Do I? What does that even look like? Astute, discerning, even dare I say it. Perspective. I have never met anyone who dared to say that word before. Listen, I got a pair of pants in here that'll knock your socks off. What? He opens his case and pulls out a pair of slacks that are oddly stiff and shiny. Feast your eyes on these babies. What's up with them? They're wax, guaranteed grease proof. And they're yours for only 20. Okay, it's a deal. Great. This one pair of pants you aren't gonna regret. Actually, I need to go to Mrs. Brewster's thing. Hand the air, girl. You're on Tint Lizzie turn. This is a stick-up. Turn to see a woman in oil-stained coveralls planting a gun-like tool in your direction. What the? Is that a caulking gun? Stick-up isn't really such a literal phrase. Actually, it's a grease gun. So, I guess it's more like a slick-up. Gross. Everybody's crazy. Give me your wallet. Grab a gun. Pull out your wallet and nervously fumble it, dropping it at the woman's feet. She growls and reaches for it. You swiftly grab her wrist and twist the grease gun out of her hand. Hey! Looks like the grease is on the other, lug nut? Honestly, I don't know anything about cars. You're gonna regret messing with the Tin Lizzies. You're gonna regret touching this filthy grease gun more. Go on, Sky. Nice and smooth. It's a message to help translate. Coach says, nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. Doors locked, heads. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other. Listening. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this for all you acting like angry schoolchildren. Mrs. Brewster, you've got to call the cops. Ha! With this town college police, I wouldn't trust some of the jigsaw puzzles, let alone a serious crime, and I won't have those hooligans turning my house upside down. But there's been a murder. Somebody has to do something. What you can all do is go to your room to let me think. Good gracious, men follow up the stairs and fast, but still visiting nervously. Excuse me, Miss Brewster sighs. Exasperated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies for loss. Oh, gee, I can't let him. You have that room until this whole mess has been sorted out. One of the men said something about a murder? Yes, absolutely. Ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night. Nobody heard or saw anything. Practically at my wit's end. Offer help. Maybe I can help. My name's Sergey. I'm kind of an independent investigator sort of thing. I like the Belgian fellow in the mysterious novels. What? Sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Oh goodness, what can you tell me about the victim? He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What did he tell? Oh, they came from... They come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the fondest time. Well, how did he die? I'm not sure. Body is missing. Look, you better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C, I locked the door so no one no one would mess around in there. You got item key to room 3C. Alright. Go up. Go up. 3C. Don't lock the door and put the key in a secret pocket. Use for things that won't ever need to be referred to. Step into room 3 and discover, holy crap! Massive pool on the floor. Massive pool of blood on the floor. And like Miss Brewster said, there's nobody inside to investigate. Holy jeez, is there even this much blood inside a person? Fish. Nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. Wardrobe is locked. An ordinary wash basin, no clues here. There's also a mirror. Check yourself for clues. Fish. Got a handful of clean water. This throw rug looks pretty ordinary. Check underneath. You roll up the rug and whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to have been burned into the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the dodecagram? And it even smells faintly of weird incense. Is this some kind of ritual killing? Great, like a regular old murder wasn't enough. Talk to Miss Brewster. I went back up. That's not what I wanted. Miss Brewster, I've looked in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge pool of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually, an occult ritual, sir. But oh my goodness, you think it was some kind of black magic type place? I'm afraid it looks that way, yes ma'am. Well, I've always felt large religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one thing. Are any of your lodges involved with the occult, do you know? I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask my time, okay? Room 2D. But really, they're all 2D if you think about it. Knock on the door. Knock on the door and nervous looking yourself in the kitchen. I'm warning you, I'm on. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think you've met before. You still know it. Guaranteed, right? That's right, yes. You should buy one. There's a murderer on the list. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, thank God, somebody is. What do you know about the other suspects? I know that there's a guy who sells old stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is that he doesn't live in those houses. Salesman doesn't live in the room below the cell. Sunglasses salesman are both still alive. There's no response. Try to knock, but the door's locked. Room 2B. Knock on the door and the salesman seems set out. Yeah. Oh hey, I know you. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're the guy who's selling pants before, right? See what's happening on last pants? No, just now I'm not just now. I'm investigating the murder. Ah, yeah, real grisly business. Do you know the other salesman that live here? Not really. This guy who sells those little Derringer pistols. He was complaining about the guy who lives right above him as the trinkets and baubles guy because he keeps making a racket dropping stuff on the floor at night. Really doesn't help much though. Well, it's something, thanks. Room 2A. No. No sir, I'm not opening this door with a killer on the list. Guess writing murder. Do you have any information that can help? The salesman who specializes in occult stuff, that seems pretty suspicious to me. From is he in? I'm not sure, but it isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall. That's a good thing. Thanks. You knock on the door, a voice goes out without opening. Hello? I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other suspects? I don't know any of these guys, but I think there was a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with the guy who sells paintings. There's a guy who sells brushes. 3A. Knock on the door and salesman opens it. Hey there, what I can help you with? Well, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding? Yeah, I was hoping you could give me some information about the people who live here. I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fellow that sells jokes and gags somewhere on the floor, I think. There's a guy who sells pants, but all I can tell you about him is that he isn't the guy right alongside. Yeah, fine. Hello, who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me about the guy who lives here? I pretty much keep to myself. All I know is that there are other salesmen on the set. It's the one that sells jokes and gags, is the one who lives next to the door who lives above the one who sells trash. Nothing like what door was that? 3B? 3B is the occult guy. Excuse me, producer, who lives in 2C? They didn't answer the door, so I guess 2C is minor. Oh well, have a look at that. Certainly not this private. You can't possibly imagine. I would kill one of my own letters. That would be terrible. I guess you have a point there. Figured out who the occultist is. Are you certain you know which one he is? Well, figured out who the occultist is. Maybe if we can find him. He'll either confess or give us some useful information. Are you certain you know which one it is? I won't have you accused of the wrong guy. Yeah. Alright, shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so you can do a traumatic reveal like the numbers? Oh, sure, it's one. I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing to happen here in years. Get to 3C after a few minutes. Miss Bushler meets you there with the salesman and tough. Alright, well, I suppose you're all wondering why I called you here today. I assume there was something that you can tell us who did the murder. Yeah, that's my guess, dude. Yeah. Guy and... I've already forgotten what room it was. I got it right. The guy in theory. What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies. This isn't even one of my circles. Are you really accusing me of murder? I think you're the only likely candidate. That's crazy. You're crazy. Tell the cops. Tell it to the cops, but suddenly the wardrobe flies up and tells me pops up. Haha, I fooled you all pretty good. Who the heck are you? I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags this time. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Send it and scream. Oh my god. Here, let me give you some for being such a good sport, kid. Wear it with good health. You got an item. Put your in. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up. And 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. Returns to normal. Well, that could have gone worse. The occultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I'll believe get over it. Here's your payment. Thanks, glad to be at home. I'd say if I call, I'd say I'd call you if I ever need your service again, but I think one exciting thing happening here for every few years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just going to throw everyone out. Guaranteed. How long have I been recording already? 29 minutes. Okay. Go for a little bit. So, anyway, now let's go to the fridge factory. Probably stops at the entrance to the alley in the trunk. Hold up a second, I'm hearing Millie. I don't hear anything. I mean, in a metaphorical sort of way. So, I'm right on the edge of the memory. He taps his foot and thought for a moment, then his eyes brightened. He snapped his fingers on some trash bins, closed down a box that was wet behind drain pipes. Ha! What a thing to forget. Come to pop, baby. What's that? Was the box going some smaller boxes and some tin cans? Genuine Cola Wars ration. Pork and beef. Hard tack bread, a whole can of cola syrup, and combination tablets. You were in the war? No, I can carry a tune when my feet are flat. Plus, I got a conscientious objector status on account of being a pepper. The stuff's army supplies I stashed away against the meter time. You aren't planning on eating that, are you? Even in cans, it's still 10 years old at least. Beans and bread, no. Syrup, though, stuff can't go bad. It goes good. pulls out a church key and punches a hole in can. Nice. He takes a swig. His eyes go wide. Woo. Now that is what I'm talking about. Always maximum HP increases by 5. Take your word for it. So it looks like they're here for some serious business. So you ready to join the party or what? Yeah, you ready to join the party, huh? Fancy quit it? I'm gonna slug you one, light and mush. Would you take 100? I wouldn't normally agree to that, but you seem like a good kid, so sure, why not? Thanks and welcome to the club. Yeah, well, thanks, I guess. He hands you a ring, and the whole group of monsters wander off, divvying up your meat as they go. You've got a bum egg ring. Huh, the organization is actually real? Bum egg? Time to check out the factory. Refrigerator truck, not the kind you're probably thinking of. 2 counts as a fleet, they probably have a fleet of these things. Oh, chemicals, fish. Carefully fish the useful chemicals out in the middle of the dangerous ones. Yet, you got an item miscellaneous for chemical. Gray flower growing out of this patch of frosty industrial waste is probably a metaphor of something you don't understand. Barrels will rhyme with frost, but they rhyme with materials. Box of miscellaneous discarded industrial junk. Dig through them. You found one of these old coils. It's still pretty good shape. You got an item refrigeration. The toolbox has been left here to rust. See what's inside. You got an item. Self-adhesive rivets. You got an item. Disposable ratchet. You got an item. Sharpening stone. Opening stores make a lot of noise and draw a lot of attention. Also, you don't actually know how to open it. This refrigerator is brand new, empty, and that's quite important. Refrigerator doesn't seem big enough for refrigerator repairs. Makes sense. What do you want to make with the following items? Stylish gel, sorted grease, woods. Compact. Next mix. Test of tools for fixing upright refrigerators. Inside. Look at all this stuff. You get 11-to-1 oil, self-adhesive rivets, and whatever that last thing. Refrigerators are brand new and empty, and thus quite poor. There's something going down over there. Hide and watch. Mr. Poindexter, what are you doing here? Surprise inspection. Curious. What the heck? There seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. Cautiously approach. Gary Top Hat nerd stares at you with barely even expression on his face apart from a faint sneer. It appears that we have an interloper. You are none of your business. What's wrong with your hat? I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. It's all spooky and like wrong. I have no time for this. Mr. Gluck? Curious, regardless. Please dispatch this interloper, Mr. Gluck. Uh-oh. Top Hat gives him taut nod, then leaves the same way he came in, a horrible weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster look that was once a person turns to the face. Shadow begins to appear around an abstract menacing shape. Back away and look for some other source. You can reach the controls to the broken window. Use them. Press Pretty sure that the red button opens the jaws is firing, and that Gluck guy had the same. Well, he's right underneath it. You definitely want to press it. I do. No way I'm taking the heat for this. Let's get at him. There's the very left of this portfolio. Typically remains. You got a pocket watch clutched in one hand. He's got a pocket watch clutched in one hand and some business matter clutched in the other. Neither of these hands is attached to an arm anymore. You got an item. Can't just pocket watch. You got an item. Bank account's full of meat. You got an item. Deed to speakeasy. Take a quick look at the deed. This must have been Oliver Blunt, the owner of the speakeasy. Its booze looks dangerous. Also appears to be K to this Anderson magical energy. Oh, so just plug it in. And a little note on it says experimental, not for lunches. Oh, they've just been fitted with an experimental automatic ice cube in the close way and has made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, here's where you get it. Yeah, cleaner to me. Alright. Then we go back to talking to you. Try a nest of pomade wasps. The curse was sitting. Fill the chair with a surprisingly comfortable and hold a weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to understand? Finn snorts Fogwatch up into its dome and begins to stretch in a loud word. Fogwatch is pulled this way. Its ticks become kits and its talks become cots. And its three hands are forcibly bent back. Square, you hear screams. And then it's done. The pocket watch falls into your lap, hands now set to 14, 19, 13. Got an item on George Pocket Watch. The watch curse now resides in the machine. Why not project your consciousness into it? Why not? In your mind's eye, you see the hands of the pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it largely mirrors the building and the street. Your whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, in which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to longships, cities turn to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesy. You are traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself, and there's no telling when the flight might end. Hold on tight. Chest set the cosmetic bottle between the light and dark chest and horses. Eat the chest. Chomp chomp. Who's those? With those two salad forks? No, you lack the opposable thumbs necessary to turn the doorknob. You're completely contained in here unless you figure out how to open these doors. I don't know anything about dexterity. I'm a dentist. Not sure you gain one dexterity. Not sure we gain one dexterity. Well there, Hoss. What's got you all horns and rattles? Been dipping in that news paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Sure is, partner. Sure is. Now Gabby, I'm a dinosaur. Whoop-ah, pew-pew. Am the quickest draw in the West. Sure enough. Can you open the door for me? I don't know. Never had a processor that's got me right. Funkified. Which screen just afflicts thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, I grow ever more in need of thy assistance. Understand, while you sleep under this roof, thou art my lodger. The signature on this paperwork is by me required. When did you start talking about that? Provocative remarks are by thee will meet. Can you open these doors for me? Curious, sir, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? Thou will find in the telephone table their key to satisfy that. Take it. Check questions. There's a note from you, dinosaur, no phone number. Eat phone. Chop. Eat Charles Halls. Hey, easy this, baby. We're all decent dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Can you open the door for me? Huh? What's that? Ready, garbled? Bring it here. Slap your prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went to sleep. Couldn't open the door. Eat the cat. Flip the tape. Industrial. You spend considerable effort wrangling your claws around the knob, only to find the door locked. Talk to Jessica. Mr. Charleston has pulled out the drawers. You came understand. Oh yeah. No. Well, give me pocketbook you got there, sir. I like the way it ticks off. Tick. Wait, tick, tick, tick. You understand me? Yes. Let the power in that timepiece, let it power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with that group of power, baby. Please don't call me, baby. I hear you, kitty cat. What do you say, kitty cat? Yeah, let's do it, man. Creepy kitty cat, absolutely smashing. Shake on the kitty cat. Shake hands. That was weird. What else? Read a book. Gain one dexterity. Wake up. Gain one dexterity. Dolores, your silence crop the letters help with your talk. Jessica, sign your name. Ah, much obliged, sir. And I hope from now thy sleep is all the more sweet where it's legal. Correct. Door. Clock casts a long shadow over barren wasteland, floating infinite in the center of the world. So we meet at last. With I looking the older man, though you are far older than I shall ever be. Wow, I never saw this before. We are the Alpha and Omega, you the beginning in time, and I, the end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of a world and the birth of another? Yes, ma'am. Tick, tick, tick. The hands of the uncursed clock watch beat on boats with the current born correctly into the future. Let the clock watch out and look at it. Gained some luster. Upgrade. Cursed slipped to time. Time is in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. You gained interfering. I wish I had a tail. Me too sometimes. Hey, it's that rug from the boarding house. Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as additional just gratitude. Because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, it's cool. Oh, can I not go to sleep yet? Guess not. Not guess. Fun to watch, it was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Step it in, step on in, jump in the archive. I already did, I mean, it's a pocket watch, so I didn't distract you. Good, good. It's a... It looked like you didn't do anything. I want to speed better. Oh yeah, sure, I need to go talk to Fancy today. Damn it. It's Fancy Dan, talk to him. Hey, Tuka, find Oliver, yes? I like the sound of it. Oliver's gone. The handoff and a trim of that. Badly? Yeah, that's it. You go over the event at the Fred Factor. Fancy Dan makes a variety of pastes at various points in your story because Fancy Dan is a good learner. Show him indeed. Oliver was carrying this clue. Dan skims through the deed. It says here that the ownership of the key is automatically transferred to whoever has physical possession of this deed. Huh, is it legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. Here's my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to more the old boss, and another one to celebrate Miller. Good idea. I guess we gotta change the name since it's Oliver's place, no longer Oliver's place. It's supposed to start. Got any ideas? How about Sir's place? I like it. How's this? Business? You make beer house so that it's safe. Well, we're out of everything else, and based on your story, I'd say stuff is at the factory is safe to use. Yeah, you can find booze or mixtures or garnish. Bring it back here. Any idea where I can get started with that? No, but you might want to check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Hand points at the milky side table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. You might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. A few minutes and sips, he clears his throat and speaks. The leg is deep enough to brown dreams, but not the sins of God. I see, I think I see. What happens if I just keep buying them drinks? Let's leave until I look at this. Go back inside. Time to go to sleep. Hey sir, before we go to bed, I need you to prove a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugs. Somebody's gotta do it. Let's do have plans for the place. Okay, what? Who are they? Rest here, put you old chimicker, some sit science lady, sells potions. I want the instrument store. Go to sleep. A fit for a dream. All your favorite parts. Gone. Pants gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you with the victims. Hey, just listen. Just no hard feelings. I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home, and I just want you to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. This is just a dream version of you. You're still much of a jerk if you were in the goods, so the push you knocked down your teeth. Hey, if it were actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth to walk away. You got an item, your teeth. What a jerk. Spooky nerf and refrigerator figure. Who invited him to your tube? Past him. Excuse me. I need to get past you, I think. You do not belong here. In my own dream, I think I'm literally the only person in all of existence who does belong here. This dream is only parse figures. Central vicinity is under different ownership. Who's ownership? I should think it's obvious. I've cleaned this region of your dream space for myself. And who are you? Accountant General Terrence Poindexter. Sadly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you do not merit such a gesture. Fine by me, the hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow, he points the weird device he's holding at his hat and starts beeping in a fast, irregular pattern. Do I take you to mean that this hat appears unusual to you? In a usual sense, well, yes. Poindexter arches his eyebrows. Must inform the president. You want to talk to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You must have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the topic of conversation will be you, I see. Indeed, you see far too much in fact. When next we meet, I will have prepared a remedy for this complication. He steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into nothingness below. Well, that's a troubling bit of foreshadowing. Bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. Take close look. Give a book and random book puffs into outer existence. Got an item, vibrations of the Neville. Going back to this waking world stuff here. I'm dreaming, so it probably isn't safe to. I didn't mean to do that anyway. Hello, sunglasses man. What are you doing here? Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing by the foot of your bed. What the heck are you? You can call me Don Toblerone. Representative of a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals, organized criminals? Mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? Mob boss? My room personally? No, I'm not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well that's confusing. It's been a matter of some confusion, yet. I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donnie Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. That is very astute of you, of course. This astution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me you handled yourself well during the collaboration at the refrigerator manufacturing. Did you stop using such long words? Do you actually own a thesaurus? I am here to propound you for consideration certain propositions. Again, I'm here to make you an offer. How can I refuse it? Certainly. Though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvised. What's the offer? From time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements, but lack necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we make arrangements with certain capable individuals. We find ourselves at the moment at the juncture, such as junctures I have just described. So you want me to do a contract for performance? Exactly. Education. Excellent decision. If I may articulate as such, see what happens now. Just sit tight, as I say, we'll call upon you to tell a fire. Gives you a curt nod and then leaves the room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to run. Alright then. Seems like a perfect place to end the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. If you guys liked, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends so we can get a following going. And I'll